Yeah, hello, my name is Andreas Bieler, and in this short video I want to introduce the difference between positivist and post-positivist theory in international relations, which is crucial for the structure of this online module. Now, positivists pursue the general attempt to transfer the methods of natural sciences to social sciences in order to identify causal relationships. If A, then B is likely to happen. And this, of course, involves the development and then testing of hypotheses against empirical reality. In order to do so, positivists need to separate between the subject, the researcher, and his personal normative assumptions, and objective reality out there. There is no link between the two, regardless what I as a researcher think. My analysis, my social scientific analysis, is going to be objective. And of course, as a result, one would assume a value-free nature of scientific knowledge. Positivists don't engage in what reality should look like, but they want to analyze what reality is. And the task of positivist theory as a result is to describe, explain, but also to predict and prescribe. Because causal relationships ultimately make it possible to identify what is going to happen in the future. If I know that A is followed by B, then if A is in the present, I know that B is likely to follow in the future. But there are a whole range of problems with positivist approaches. First of all, positivist theories are static and ahistoric and therefore cannot account for structural change. In order to identify causal relationships in an objective world out there, positivists need to cut out a part of empirical reality and hold the borders of that part constant. So structural change of that border as such cannot be conceptualized and comprehended. Equally, the rationale of actors' behavior is held constant. I can only have causal relationships in social sciences if I assume that human beings act according to a particular rationale. But of course, how can social action guided by human subjectivity be objective? And finally, by separating between values and facts, positivists completely overlook that their own normative assumption already influence and structure the kind of reality they try to explain. Overall, the social purpose of positivism as problem-solving theory, Robert Cox mentioned, is the maintenance of the status quo. Now, by contrast, post-positivist theory accepts from the very beginning that theories have a direct impact on research. Our own assumptions thereby are problematized from the very beginning. Post-positivists deal with the social and political purpose of theory, realizing that every theory, as Robert Cox famously pronounced, is for a particular normative purpose. Causal relationships, assuming that we cannot separate between subject and object, and thus predictions are not possible, but unlike positivist approaches, post-positivist theory allows us to study structural change. But post-positivist also goes beyond simply academic analysis. Post-positivist theory also has an emancipatory project at heart, contributing to the move towards a better world. Because if we accept that theory is part of shaping reality as a practical activity, if you accept that what we do theoretically has already a direct impact on what the world looks like, then suddenly theorizing itself becomes a very political activity. And so the social purpose of post-positivism as critical theory is to understand structural change and to pursue emancipatory aspirations towards a better world. Thank you.